A wedge fitting is something that every golfer should go through. For the sake of an hour or so, it will improve your scoring, confidence, and give you a greater understanding of your scoring clubs. Moortown's Eddie Hammond, a PGA professional, explains how it works and how it will benefit you. Where to start? It starts with the pitching wedge. Everyone loves a full-swing club, and most amateurs are uncomfortable hitting three-quarter and half pitching wedges, and they have this huge gap between their pitching and sand wedge. Irons are getting stronger these days, and it's leaving bigger gaps at the other end of the bag, so we would really look at a proper gapping session. So how are they hitting their pitching wedge? And then we'd work out from there what we need to do in terms of how many clubs and how much space they've got in the bag. What does that look like? We will usually look at 4 or 6 degree increments between each wedge. You might have 16 degrees to fill, which will often mean having an additional 3 wedges in there. For some people, it can feel like a minefield. There's all this bounce, letters, and grinds to consider, but it is straightforward during a fitting. I would always try and get the gap wedge to fit best and go from there. The gap wedge is the easiest one because usually in whichever manufacturer there's one grind and there's 2 options of bounce. It's really easy. It's more, are you a shallow to medium divot person who plays on firm golf courses, or are you a very steep, large divot person who plays on parkland golf courses? I would then look at angles of attack and where they're hitting the ball off the face. If someone starts hitting the ball high up the club face, the chances are there's too little bounce. So the club's going in too far and getting it higher, up. So you'd play with that a bit, but mainly it's the yardage off the pitching wedge. What about a higher lofted wedge? The conversation would probably begin with what club they like using out of the sand and some questions around that. Most people use their most lofted club out of the bunker, so